All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
We've got an electric crowd here at Toronto's Air Canada Centre. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Centre. The Raptors looking to please. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this.
Here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem, his first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school feet.
And there you have it, folks, the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
Johnson, a wide-open look, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Raptors lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And, guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
We've got Bismack Biyombo. Corey Joseph is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Johnson, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Indiana didn't have a great record on the road last season. Only went Clark 15-26 on the year, and it cost them down the stretch.
It really did, Kevin. I mean, the Pacers had a bumpy year with all of the injuries, particularly with George being out for most of the year. His absence was most noted in those tough road games, I think.
And for the Pacers, perhaps the biggest loss of the season for them was on the road. Couldn't get it done in Memphis on the final day of the season to try and get into the postseason.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Scola comes in for Johnson. And it's Lowry in for Corey Joseph. 5 on the clock. Hill dishes to Freak. Takes the 13-footer. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Well, here's a little factoid about the Pacers on the road last season, guys. They were much better shooting free throws on the road. The difference between their road and home free throw percentage was the largest positive mark in the league. That's kind of strange.
And Miles kicks to Freak. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Raptors with the lead. Was on the wing. Releases. It's rebounded by Indiana. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's George. Finish off the break.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Scola against Hill. Outside Scola. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
I want everyone here, Canada Center, to get it up and cheer on your dance pad.
Damari Carroll's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Pacers. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from the air.
I want it.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's checked in for Indiana. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
On the court for Indiana. Freak, he's in at center. Allen is out there with Paul George. Then there's Ellis. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. Lowry passes to Scola. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Sinks that one from the post. DeRozan's got 8 points. As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. Really known as a defensive specialist, but once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Here's Scola. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Carroll dishes to Scola, and the layup's good off the glass. Scola's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Check out the pass and get the assist.
Ellis kicks to Hill, pass to George. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Freak. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? third in opponent field goal percentage, fourth in opponent points per game, and they also showed up in the top 5 in team rebounds. That means everybody's doing their job on the board. This is a very strong rebounding team.
And you mentioned their ranking in terms of opponent field goal percentage. Such an important stat. They did not give up the easy looks. You really had to work for whatever you got.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Biombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ross comes in for Damari Carroll. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it. So a close game sees Indiana take this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our George Monte Ellis. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just...
DJ Khaled.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. They have Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Indiana also making some changes. Freaks checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. And it's C.J. Miles in for Monte Ellis. On the court for Indiana, Hill and Miles team up in the backcourt. Freak is out there with Hill. And it's George in at the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pacers didn't have the year they wanted to last season. Still, their defense was right near the top. They kind of hang their head on that, don't they?
Exactly. I mean, that is what this team's culture is all about, defense. And even in a down year, they were very hard to play against for other teams.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
The screen from Thompson. Love right side. Passes it to Irving. Back to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got 5 points so far.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
1:37 left here in the first quarter. And it's Hill penetrating. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
They're playing tremendous defense, too. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Miles, that's good.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
The screen from Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Makes it off the glass.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Outside Hill from about 16. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for the Pacers. The screen from Thompson. James kicks to Irving, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layup.
So go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for LeBron. Smith checked in for Williams. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Freaks checked in for Mahinmi. Allen comes in for Hill. Paul George is checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Ellis in for Rodney Stuckey. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team. Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Hill dishes to Freak, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The drive by Ellis, and that one's good. Ellis has got 15.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Last outing for Indiana, they won that game against the Heat.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside Hill. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 8.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Allen kicks to Ellis. To the inside, shoots from 12. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Ellis. And the Pacers lead by 3. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the middle, here's Mozgov. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Mozgov's got 8 here in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Smith, the pass to Dellavedova. Love with the screen on George. Dellavedova kicks to Love. Offensive rebound. Here's Mozgov. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's 6 points for Freak.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Hill. Dellavedova kicks to Love. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And free throw good from Love. And so it's a...
Well, I've got Kevin.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last one. Mon Shumpert has come in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And Indiana with a change here, too. Freaks checked in for Allen. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. And so in the game for the Pacers. Freak, he's in a power forward. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's George in at the 3 spot.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
George against LeBron. Picked by Mozgov. To the left wing. Dellavedova from outside. The rebound by Turner.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Picked by Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 15 points for Timothy Mozgov.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
From deep, George. And it's George again missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Outside Hill. And the pass to Freak. Unloads from 13. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound in this one. LeBron sets the screen for Shumpert. Takes a shot at the elbow, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Williams is out there with Irving, and it's LeBron at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Love checked in for Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Mo Williams. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire. Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 10 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And George, here we go. Offensive rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the run.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the 3-point.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th. Freak kicks to Ellis. There's the pick. The kick out to Hill. And a wide open look for Freak. Can't get the 3 to fall.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. It's stolen by Smith. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.
Yes, I'm here with
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Timofey Mozgov. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
That big.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap.
and they stay there, and they say yeah.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one get it, I'll give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
On the floor, the visiting Golden State Warriors. At center, Andrew Bogut. At small forward, Andre Iguodala. At shooting guard, Klay Thompson. At the other forward position, Draymond Green. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. Now let's meet the stars for your Pacers. At the power forward position, at 6'9", number 5, Lavoy Allen. Starting at center, standing 6'11", number 28, Jan Mahimi. At guard 6'2", from IUPUI, number 3, the hometown hero, George Hill. The 6'3" guard from Lanier High School, number 11, Monte Ellis. Starting at the other forward position, at 6'9", number 13, Paul George. Your home team head coach is Frank Vogel. Make some noise for your Pacers.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Just off a road trip, the Pacers. Freaks checked in for Mahimi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. Golden State also making some changes. Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Here's Freak. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Freak's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Curry kicks to Green. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. Back to Barnes. Off target with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The drive by Ellis. And a wide open look for Freak. Gets a very good look and converts. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Curry kicks to Ezeli. No luck. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And that one's good. Free.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Brooklyn.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance.
And because you're right, there was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Miles is checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And Thompson kicks to Ezeli. Thompson outside. Releases. Wide open. Ezeli can't get it to go.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Stuckey against Thompson. Kept alive. Here's Freak. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Freak's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Monte Ellis checked in for C.J. Miles. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Freak, he's in at center. Paul George is out there with Hill. Then there's Ellis. And it's Stuckey in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy, fast as light.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Freak throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
And here is Ellis. He had 16 points in the win against Utah. Feeds it to Freak. Barnes grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Scooped up. And it's sent back by George. Stuckey against Curry. Ellis wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Ellis has got the lead up to 2 now for Indiana. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Up top, Curry. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Barnes. Drops one in from the wing. It's a tie game.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Freak comes in for Lavoy Allen. And it's C.J. Miles in for Ellis. And then for Golden State, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Ezeli is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Livingston in at the point guard. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 from Hill. There's the bucket. Good. Hill's got his 3rd basket of the night.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Warriors trail by 3. Livingston kicks to Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
The Warriors making a switch here. Rush is checked in. Hill up top. He's covered by Thompson. Hill kicks to George. The Warriors pull it in. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's the screen. Livingston kicks to Barnes, and Turner with the block, but he gets it back to the left side wing. Here's Ezeli, and the Warriors miss again. Indiana leading by 5. 58 seconds left in the third quarter.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Here's Hill. They grab their own miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Barnes. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he's making some changes. Freak's checked in for Turner. And Lavoy Allen subbed in for Jordan Hill. Freak in at center. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then there's Allen. And it's George in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And again, no good by Golden State.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
2 minutes.
And the shot is good. 11 points for Andrew Bogut.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Thompson against Ellis. There's Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 6 assists here tonight.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Curry passes to Green. Unloads from 9. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Bogut. 1:36 left to play here in the fourth. Ellis kicks to George. Freak dishes to Allen. Here's Ellis. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Ellis has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Pacers.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
They set the pick. T2 from Hill. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. There's the feed to Thompson. Green with a screen on Ellis. The drive by Thompson. Here's Green. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Allen. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ellis, the pass to Freak. Allen in the post. Defended by Green. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Curry kicks to Rush. Back to Curry. And a miss there on the triple. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it.
Here's Curry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Stephen Curry hits them both. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
the line for two.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up for grabs.
All right, now. What's up, girl?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Monte Ellis. He showed the composure and cleverness that only a longtime veteran could possess. A vintage performance from a very savvy player.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the...
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti.
Ricky Rose, T-Pain.